So here's 2 methods that you can use to bring up your pull-up numbers. Anywhere from 30 days to 10 weeks, I guarantee you, your pull-up numbers are gonna go up. So the first method is called a mini set method. And what you're gonna do first of all is test your max number of pull-ups. Now I'm a big fan of just keeping those pull-ups neutral grip because they're a lot more shoulder friendly and elbow friendly for most people. So that's the route I would go with it. So once you've tested your max, and let's say that my max was 8, right? And I'll give you more examples if you have higher rep numbers. I can usually get about 25, but let's say my max was 8, okay? You're going to take half of that for your mini sets. So 4. So if I could do max of 8 pull-ups, I'm gonna be doing 4 pull-ups per set. And in front of every workout, so if you train 3 days a week, if you train 4 days a week, before you start the training session, you're always gonna get 20 pull-ups. Okay, that's the goal. Now, these 20 pull-ups, you're gonna do your 4 reps, and then you're gonna rest 20 seconds, and then you're gonna repeat. Okay, now if you start getting fatigued, you're gonna bump up the rest to 30 seconds. And if you at 30 seconds, you still can't get your 4, you're gonna start dropping the reps to 3, 2. But the goal is to get it to 20 total pull-ups, right? So let's say, again, I would start a timer right now, right? So I'm gonna start a timer because I wanna know in how much time I did this. And from there, I wanna get to that number and obviously keep dropping how much time it takes me to do it. So let's say I just started a timer, okay? So we'd rest 20 seconds in this time, right? Get my 20 seconds, I'm gonna do 4 again, right? Because it's 50% of my max. So let's pretend that, again, that this was, that 20 seconds this passed, I'm gonna hit another 4. Okay? So if this became challenging, now I would extend that set to 30 seconds. Okay, now at this point in time, I'm at 8 reps, okay? So let's say we're gonna wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna wait 30 seconds, get another 4. That will bring me to 12 total reps, okay? So now we're at 12 reps. So let's say I'm still resting 30 seconds, but 4 is too challenging. I'll drop down to 3. That will bring me to 15 reps. So you can kind of see how this goes. I wanna get to this total of 20 total reps, okay? And then I stop the timer, right? So now we see, and I would usually write down the sets that I got it in and the total time it took me to do it, okay? So let's say I'm doing a Monday, Thursday, Saturday strength training session. I would do that every single time, okay? Now, a couple of little rules. Once you can hit, because your numbers will be going up, right? Once you can hit 20 in 2 sets of 10, because we gotten stronger, you'd bring that number up to 30 reps, right? And you do the same thing with 30 reps. Once you could do 30 reps in 2 sets of 15, you'd bring it back down to 20 reps, but add 15 pounds, so you'd not be doing it with weight. Now, this has been very, very, very effective. The only thing I say is, if you can do a lot of reps, for example, let's say you can do 20, 25 reps, you could probably start 30 reps as that top number, right? But again, taking that 20-second to 30-second break makes a huge difference, and it's gonna be challenging no matter what, because you're gonna have to start dropping those reps down in sets, right? So that's method number 1. So the second method is Pavel's fighter method. I've learned this one a long time ago. It was actually one of the first kind of pull-up programs that I did to get my numbers up, because this works very well. So I'm gonna give you guys an example of if you can do 5 straight pull-ups really well, how this would look like, right? Because you're gonna do 5 days of pull-ups and then you're gonna take 1 day off, right? And then you go 5 again, 1 day off, and you kind of go in that sequence. Now, there's 2 other things I think that are important when it comes to this program. One is improving your hanging, right? So one thing I always tell people, if you can't hang for the amount of time it takes for you to do pull-ups, you're not gonna be able to do pull-ups because your ribs gonna be shot, right? So just doing maximum hangs, and you could do these at the end of the workout, you could do this at the beginning of the workout, right? I wouldn't do them at the beginning of a workout too much if you're doing a ton of grip work afterwards, right? But you would literally just go hang for as long as you can, right? And time yourself, so that way you can kind of find the time put it down, and just work for about a couple of sets, right? Pull recovery, couple of sets. So that's one exercise to work on that's gonna improve your pull-up game. The second one is ab rollouts, okay? Now I'm not gonna show those to you right now, but think about being down on your knees with that ab wheel, right? And we're gonna roll out as far as we can because it's a very similar movement, right? We're gonna go overhead, lats are gonna be under tension, abs are gonna be under tension, and then we're gonna pull it back into our pocket, right? If you think about that, there's kind of that pull down movement. Now, what I like to do is just go on 5 reps per set on that, right? Because again, it's lower reps. We're working on skill, we're working on strength. And then that I would do probably 3 days a week. And on top of that, we're gonna be doing our fighter program. Now, so again, if you can do 5 strict pull-ups, this is how it would go, okay? We go day 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And you'd have a decent amount of break in between. So we're gonna ladder it down. Hit my 5, and again, that would have been my max. Now I'm gonna recover fully, right? Probably take a full minute off. We're gonna hit 4. Takes the same amount of time off. 3, maybe we can shorten the time from there and go 2 to 1. But the key is you are taking a decent amount of time off, okay? So day 1 would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Day 2 would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Right, so we're bumping up 1. Day 3, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. And I'll actually give you the whole program if you look at the copy below for all 30 days. Because after the first 5 days, we take a day off. So day 6 is off. And then we go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right? Week 3, we go 7, 6, 5, 4. So it's a ladder program that keeps building up for 30 days with every 6th day being off. Again, remember, you are taking a good chunk of break so that you can complete these reps with good form. Right? What I don't want it to be is like a short break, and then when you're supposed to get 4 reps, it starts looking like that, right? And you're just not getting crispy form. Take the break, rest, so you can do all the reps in a crisp way. And again, you can plug this into any program because you're doing your ladder, and then you're going to your training session, right? Because this is 5 days in a row. So if you're doing your regular strength training, just knock this out before, afterwards do your strength session. Okay, so that's 2 different methods, again, that will help you really drive up your pull-up numbers. I will say one more thing with the fighter method. If you're saying, hey, but Luka, I can get more than 5 reps significantly. Maybe you can get 10, 12, 15, and that's your max pull-up. In that case, I would use weighted pull-ups to get those numbers up. And then what we would do is we would go with a 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll also show that program below because we're gonna load it up heavier, right? And use like basically a 4 rep max with your weight, add 15, 20, 25 pounds to it. And I'll show you the progression for 30 days as well. Because if you have really, really high numbers, I just like to add weight to the ladders and it will increase your just body weight pull-ups quite significantly, right? So either try the mini method or the mini set method or the Pavel's fighter method. One of those, I'd say, hey, do one for 8 weeks, take some time off, do the other one for about, 30 days or 8 weeks, because the fighter method is a 30-day method, and then see how your numbers are. All right, so if you want more tips like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel.